Hello, my name is Gwen. Welcome to the Woolly Closet. I'm coming to you from the Netherlands, where I live with my husband, my daughter, and my two budgies, whom you might hear in the background chirping. Today is Wednesday, the 17th of June, 2026. And I have a lot of things to show you, a lot of finished objects, a lot of works in projects as well. So buckle up, because I'm thinking this might be a longer one. So welcome to all my new followers. There's been a lot of you that have joined me this last month, thanks to Jana from Finished Knitting Stories, I guess, and maybe even Yvonne from Knitting Indian mentioned me, but I can't really remember. Days are stringing along right now like a pearl necklace, because it's almost summer holidays, and there are a lot of activities and appointments and birthdays. So I don't really remember when something happened, or even if it happened. I have dubbed 2026 the year of blankets, with the hashtag 2026 year of blankets. I think probably a lot of you have joined me on this little adventure for the year. I have prizes. At the beginning of next year in January, I will draw 3 prizes for 3 winners. You just have to post a picture here in the community or on Instagram. I think we will need a different hashtag for that one, but I will announce that when it's almost time. And you will have to either be working on the border of your blanket, so it's almost complete, or have completed a blanket to be eligible for prizes. I will show the prizes at the end of the video, in case, well, because I find it convenient. All right, so a lot of chitter chatter already. Let's just get started. I might be a bit struggling with my words today, because it's that time of the month and my brain doesn't function as it's supposed to. Finished objects, because I am not wearing any knit items, because it's going to be very warm and hot. Right now it's raining a little, which may sound nice, but it's not, because I think it will raise the humidity and it will make it very clammy. And tomorrow we are promised 30 degrees, and the next 34, and so on. And I'll be dead. Anyway, finished objects. I have finished the socks for my daughter. There are now 2, as you can see. These are Regia Perfect socks. I knit them on a 2.25 millimeter US 1. There's no pattern for this. You just start with the cuff until you run out of the first color. I did 2x2 rib. Then you do the leg. Where you go? Fruit fly. And then you do the heel flap turn, blah blah blah. So just your standard vanilla sock. So yeah, they're done. They fit her perfectly. Not much more to be said about that. It's what it is. A perfect sock. And this one matches. So that's one. It's for my daughter. The other finished objects. Well, I have a really big one. I have finally finished it, of course, just in time for the heat wave. I have finished my Moby man sweater, which was supposedly for my husband at first, but he found the wool too itchy, so now it's for me. I knit this Moby man sweater on a 4mm US 6, and it's knit with Yerbo Svensk Wool 3-ply. I'll try, I did film myself trying it on, and I'll try and add in some b-roll here on the side if I can find it. But it has a split hem and a white cuff. I'm not going to wear it today because it's way too hot. Maybe in the autumn, my first podcast, then I will be wearing this. I really, really love this sweater. It's nice and oversized. It has a folded collar, which is a first for me. I think it does take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it needs it for the structure of holding it onto your body neatly. Yeah, all in all, confusing pattern at first, um, because she wants to give you, it's by Petite Knit, by the way, because she wants to give you all this information, and it's just sometimes it's too much. But I've been digging around Ravelry on the project pages, and they said just follow the chart and you will be fine. So that's what I did. I just followed the chart, and now I have a lovely, perfect winter sweater. What's this? Did I get stuck on something here? I think so. Great. It's not even worn yet. Anyway, I loved it. I loved knitting on it too, but I am also very glad that it's done now. Where to put it? I'll put it here on the chair. Then I did a thing. You know, you do things and that are not always handy. But I saw a test knit call from Miss Sarah L. Kelly, and she was asking for people to test a hat. And I had real issues getting gauge with this one. This is the fox hat. I haven't properly blocked it yet. I did give it a steam, but, and I have a hair tie now. Hang on. I had problems getting gauge with this one because she knit hers on a 3.5mm needle, and my gauge was way too big for that, so I had to go down to a 2.5, but then my row gauge was off. So I just figured I just knit it like this and then tell her my gauge was off. But the hat is beautiful though. It doesn't have a brim. Well, a folded brim. It does have a brim, of course. It does have a brim. All hats have brims, but it doesn't have a folded brim. But yeah, here you can see. I knit mine with the black is Drops Flora, and the foxy colored one is Lay Family Yarns in mohair sock. I forgot the name of the skein. But Corinne from Cosamundo on Instagram had sent my budgies some toys I couldn't find anywhere but in the UK, and the shops in the UK wouldn't sell me those toys because I'm in the Netherlands, and it was at the time of Brexit and all. So she bought those toys for me, and I PayPal'd her some money, of course. And then she sent me those toys. And with those toys came that lovely skein of Lay Family Yarns. And I was like, I need to find the perfect project for that. So it's been in my stash for a few years, actually. Let me get that toy. It's too cute. Well, they're lost. I had two. They must be somewhere under the couch or something. I can't find them right now, but here's a little picture. So I decided, now I'm all off my game. I decided to use that skein of yarn for this lovely fox hat. I still think about duplicate stitching white here and in the tail and in the ears. I'll give you a little close-up of this little fox because he's just so adorable. What do you think? Do I need to duplicate stitch on this little fox, or just leave it as it is? I'm not sure if I want to do that. Me being lazy. But yes, it's a lovely little pattern. It's not out yet. It's just been tested. It will be out soon. I did ask Sarah if I could show on the podcast, and she said yes. So thank you, Sarah, if you're watching. I still have to try it on my daughter, see if she likes it. She might, because it's black. Teenagers. If she doesn't, I always have my little niece who loves to get knitted items from me, so I can gift it to her. I'm not much of a hat person because I always have a bun in or a ponytail, and then hats get in the way. I just have a coat with a, what do you call it, Jedi style hood that I just can wear when it's cold out. But yes, so Drops Flora and Lay Family Yarns, lovely little pattern which will be out soon and for you to knit. It's a quick knit. I really liked knitting this one, and I think the end result is pretty. I just need to figure out if I want to do the duplicate stitching or not. And I need to weave in those two ends right here too, because I forgot. All right, that is my third finished objects, and there's more. I finished the little Pengweeno for my daughter's singing instructor. She's having a little boy. I knit this little boy the size, did I write that down? Probably not. I think it's the 1 to 2 year old size, because I figured she's going to get a lot of baby stuff already, and then it's the middle of summer when that baby will be born. So this is nice for next year. And I knit mine all in leftovers from other projects. There's Ulrika Tweed and normal Ulrika in there from Zwarte Varet, which are the green ones. These color changing yarns are Pio Pardo from Rosario, and there's some white drops sky in here too. So yeah, I think it looks oh so cute. So I'm thinking she'll like it. I did add 2 little buttons, one on the front and one here on the inside to keep it properly closed. I hope you can see that. See, one on the inside to keep it properly closed, and then one on the outside with a little crochet chain loop thingy. So yeah, this one took forever though. You know, it's a small knit, but my gosh, it's modular. Maybe that's the, I don't know. It just took me a long while, much longer than I intended or thought I would need. But I do think it's very cute. So I'm hoping she likes it. I know Stephen West is sometimes an acquired taste. But yes, I don't know. I don't really care if she doesn't do anything with it. I just needed something fun to give to her, so I chose this one. And I'm also going to gift her a crochet blanket I made all the way back in 2018, back when I was still mostly a crocheter. I only learned to knit when crochet became a problem for my elbow. Someone keeps walking in front of the window, so that's why I'm. And I've given away most of my blankets, except for this one, because all the people that were born were boys. Yeah, boys and girls. Later on, only girls. And then I was stuck with this one. It was left in my to gift pile. So it never left. I hope you can't hear that. What? Anyway, we'll just ignore it. I crocheted this blanket. Am I showing you the right side? Yes. In 2018. It's inspired by, well, blatantly copied actually, by Chain Space Designs on Instagram. I don't think she's active anymore because the last post I saw was in 2021. There is no pattern for this. I just looked at the pictures and decided to try it. I did write everything down that I did. I will try and reach out to her and see if I can share it some way, one way or another. But I made this with Drops Cotton Light in various shades of color. And those shades you will see in a minute again, because I kept, of course, all the little leftovers, which weren't so little. So yeah, I really like this little blanket. Don't you? I think it will be perfect. It just needs a little steam. And then I can gift it to the singing instructor this afternoon. I will have to wrap it up nicely with a jacket. And then my daughter and I will have a nice little present, which I hope she'll like. Why am I always so insecure with giving things? Anyway, I'll just put that one right here. I call it my spinning wheel hexagon blanket in my little crochet notebook that I made, that I keep all the scribbles that I make in there. So it's an old blanket, but a good one. And I've kept it all these years because I didn't want to donate it or something. I wanted it to go to a baby that I had some kind of connection to. Anyway, now that was all my finished objects. I told you there were a lot. Sometimes you have nothing for months and then all of a sudden there are tons. Right, works in progress. I'll start with this smaller one. This one is half finished. This is the Vanilla is the New Black sock by Anne Fletcher. I hope I'm not pronouncing that correctly. This is knit on a 2.25 millimeter US 1. I've started on the second sock and I'm almost at the heel flap thing, because this sock is a little different from your usual heel flap and gusset. This sock is knit from the top to the toe in one go with this fun construction at the heel. It's like this little Christmas tree triangle heel with increases and purls, and it fits ever so nicely across your heel. I don't think I'll knit any other sock any more than this one. This one is knit in fingering weight, but there's also a DK weight. I'll try and stick my hand in so you can see. This was shown to me by the lovely Elo from, I keep forgetting, seriously, that brain of mine. I'll put it in the screen. A Knitter Soul. Am I saying that correctly? I think so. But, well, I can't see what I'm doing now because I have to stand in front of the camera. Here you can see the heel, hopefully. I'll try and... So yeah, it's a very fun construction. There's a chart and I think it's also written out in the pattern. I use the chart mostly. Did I say there's also a DK version? I have, well, 3 balls of yarn. 2 balls are smaller. In DK, waiting for me to knit this pattern up again in DK. And I can't wait to start those. No, DK is faster. Yeah, I'm really liking this sock. This is a Hobby Silly Socks Flower Pop, by the way, which I bought a million years ago also. The socks will not be the same. I keep my socks in this little Halloween inspired project bag by Door mij met liefde, who also started a podcast. So if you want a nice podcast, it's in Dutch, but you can, of course, always turn on the subtitles. The socks will not be the same, you see? I was trying to find the end to get them to look the same, but then I probably wouldn't have enough. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. It's a little... We will see. So, I did, 40, 20 for the cuff, 40 for the leg, and 60 for the foot, if I remember correctly. Or was that also 40? Probably also 40. Never mind. Talking nonsense again. A sock with a lovely heel construction. Go check it out on Ravelry. It's a lovely pattern. Highly recommend. Highly recommend the heel. Right. Where was I? And then, right, this one, I guess. Jana from Finnish Knitting Stories was talking about patterns and stuff. I can't remember really how we came to talking about this, but I told her, have you seen this cardigan? It's Olga's jacket by Olga Putano. I think I'm going to knit it in Newton. And she was like, yes, we should do that. We should knit it together. Well, as much as you can be together, with one living in the Netherlands and the other one in Finland. But we have a little mini knit along going. And you're welcome to join, of course. I have started. It's a little wonky now. I'm hoping it will block out because, you know, one color is thicker than the other in Newton yarn. I'm knitting mine in Newton yarn in 4 different colors, and I also have green for the ribbing. I'm not going to show you all the plates because that would be too much work. I just usually wind up from 2 plates. It's double. I'm holding it double, so I wind these balls. And these are the colors. Where's the dark one? Right here. And the white one. So these are my colors for the body. And then I also have a green one, but that will be later. So this is the back panel. I know. This will be the center back. And there will be more squares added, and then it's modular knitting again. But I am a good girl. I've woven in most of my ends, as you can see. So I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it as much. I don't know. I do love the end result though, so I am going to finish it. But now we are going to experience a heat wave, so I am going to put this on hold until later, because knitting with Newton with sweaty hands is not very much a nice thing to do. So yes, I like where it's going. I don't think I'll add more colors. This stitch marker is just to show me that this is the very first square I started with. I'm not going to add any more colors except for that green one for the button band and such, which is not a button band, just, you know, ribbing around. I don't know. I haven't read that far. It's a very lovely, ingenious pattern, I would say. Yes. But I also made an attempt to make the Stella quilt blanket, and that was only one panel I got to finish. And then I was like, I'm fed up with this. I'm not going to do this anymore. So, but my intention is to finish this. Yes. But if short rows are not your thing, don't start with this. Don't. I'm not particularly fond of short rows, especially the wrap and turns. But guess what's in this pattern? Anyway, I do like it. It's very light. It looks very heavy, I know, but it weighs nothing. So yes, that's my Olga's jacket. Not much more I can say about that. It is easy though, the part where I'm at right now, so I can watch some soccer on television and or a nice show and knit on it simultaneously. So that's nice. It lives in this bag I by the Rose and the Wren on Instagram. I have won this bag in a knit along where you had to knit a pattern by Boylet Knitworks. What's her name? Caitlin Hunter. Thank you, brain. And I knit the Koivua sweater, and I was drawn for the prize. So this is one of the very few things I've ever won in my life, and that's this lovely bag. This little keychain is from a crochet event I went with my mother last year, and there are some pins, Alice in Wonderland pin and a memorial remembering pin from the Efteling, which is a Dutch theme park. And my parents were married 45 years that time, and we all got to go to the Efteling with my mom and dad. Like this year, for my parents' 50th anniversary, we went to Disneyland. Then we went to the Efteling. So yeah, lovely bag. It's got pockets too inside. Lovely little print also on the inside. I use this bag a lot. I wish we lived closer to, oh, what's in here? Oh, a cedar thing. Doesn't smell like anything anymore. I wish there were no tariffs and I could order more bags from her, because they're perfect. And then I did this one, and I talked about this one. Right. Well, the heat wave is coming on, and I just shown you the cotton blanket I made. I, of course, had lots of leftovers, and I added some to it with other blanket projects, but most of it is still in here. These are my neutrals. I have another bag with the colors. These are my neutrals. And in this bag, which I made myself, live the colors. Ugh, trying to show you, but I probably... It's just mostly leftovers from that blanket, brown, blues, dark blues, also some pinks, and some tiny nuggets of yellow, and a nice green one, some weirdly grayish brown. Anyway, this is cotton yarn, not good for my elbow, but I am so in love with this project. I am knitting also an Olga. This is Olga's sweater, the Olga sweater, I should say it correctly. Olga sweater by Petite Knit. I know, who even am I? Another Petite Knit. I never knit Petite Knit. This is the Olga sweater. And I'm using all my leftovers. I'm using a color, and then I'm using a neutral. So there are lots of ends, as you can see. I did weave in some of them already. I am almost at the part where I can join in the round, and then I will be a happy girl again, because that will be easier on my elbows. But this is such a lovely fabric, and I just love it, how all these colors play together. Yeah, this turquoise was just a little nugget I had left, so it will probably only be here. But yes, the color will be the navy blue here, and the cuff and the hem. But yes, I'm really liking it. I did the shoulders. So yeah, I'm really loving this this project. And as soon as I am done with this, I will knit on this whilst I'm editing this little video. It's slow going though, because I can't knit on it for hours and hours and hours, because that will hurt my elbow, and then I have to take a break. So there are some... I have a little bit left of the pink, and I have a little bit, one nugget left in yellow and one nugget left in orange. So those two will go into the sleeves, I was thinking. And then that pink I will sprinkle throughout, just to keep it a little bit cheery. Otherwise, it will be a very gloomy sweater. But I can't wait to wear this. This is going to be lovely. Oh, the ends. The ends, they are a nightmare. Look. Oh, the ends. But yeah, I can weave them in. I do have to do it very carefully because otherwise you will see it. Because, of course, this is a plant-based yarn, which will show if you don't do it properly. No weaving Steven for this sweater. I really have to properly go in and out and weave them in correctly. So that was this fun project. Those two are the things I am focusing on most. The sock will go with me to singing lessons and car rides and everything, so it will be slow. But Olga's sweater will grow a lot in the next few days, I think. And then this one will be on hold for when the days are cooler and not as hot as it's going to be. I need a sip. Hang on. All right. Where was I? Right. I also finished my spin. This is hedgehog fibers. I've been spinning on this for a long while and took a little break from spinning. This is a bag of 250 grams of, well, mixed yarns. Let me see, I have a second bag now. It may include merino, silk, alpaca, sparkle, blue-faced Leicester, Surrey alpaca, sari silk, and more. So that's also in here. This one was called Grey with a Pop. You can't tell, but underneath this are lots and lots of colors. And underneath this is grey and also lots of colors. I just split them in half and then, you know, did my thing. I am going to ply this with something else. I have started the bobbins for, oh god, words today. I need to ply these colored, or not so much colored. I need to ply this with another bobbin, of course. And for that, crinkle, crinkle, I'm going to use this lovely stuff. This is Marina Skewer's Solace Blend. Which is Dorset Horn, Cotswold, something or other. This is lovely. I usually spin from the fold, in which you hold the fiber double and you pull from here, but that will muddy this fiber, so I will have to spin it end to end, but it's going to be lovely. I did start already. I need to I have weighed everything out and I know how much I have to spin for one bobbin, so this is one bobbin, and then I get to ply it with either one of them. What was it again? Let me see. Dorset Horn, Cotswold and Shropshire in the color Natural. So Marina Skewer is on maternity leave, but I'm hoping she will be back soon because I miss her and her lovely podcast. And then when I have finished plying those two, I have another bag of hedgehog fibers. And this one is called something mauve, I think. It must be on the invoice. Yes, Mauve's Lucky Dip fiber. I'm going to crinkle again. Because this plastic bag is not doing it justice. Look. There are lovely strips of fiber in here. WIP. In all kinds of purples and blends. And I think it's going to be awesome. I'm also going to split these in halves and then spin them on my wheel. Or one more, just for the pop. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to try and spin all these up, and I have some more even to spin if I want to. I have more than enough of the Merino Skewer Solace Blend Natural. And I'm going to try and knit myself a sweater with the yarn I've spun up. I'm starting to get decent enough to think I could make a sweater's quantity. So that's just a lot of fun for me. All right. Well, then a little cheeky purchase. Of course, I have watched Door mij met liefde, her new podcast adventures, and she was showing all these bags, and I got the itch and I went to her website. And well, June is a very expensive month always for us with birthdays and Father's Day and other celebrations. So I just went into the sales section, frugal as I am, and I snagged two lovely little bags for me. This is a Christmas bag I got because I only have one Christmas bag. So that's fun for the next half year. And this is a large bag with all these lovely faces on it. I think there's some more in her web shop if you care to have a look. So yeah, I love this one. And I ordered also this cute little stitch marker. And when it came in the mail, she gifted me two more little stitch markers. Let's see. I love books says one, and the other one is a little heart. And I do love books quite a lot. So very happy with these. Thank you so much for these lovely. And there were some stickers, but I forgot to bring those. Why am I telling you this? Well, I'm telling you this because these I bought with my own money, of course. With the 2026 year of blankets, there are also prizes to be won. I'm sorry, my chair creaks a lot. So I will show you now what those prizes are. I went to the Breidagen with Yvonne from Knitting Inden, also a lovely podcaster here, who does little podcasts in Dutch and in English. And I bought some items there. So this will be the third prize bag, which is a little pouch with a zipper from Livia, I think she's called. I will put everything down below and on the screen. And it will come with a little notebook with a sheep on it, and you can write in it. It's just a cute little notebook. So that will be the third prize. I will also add some yarns, of course. Right, yes, like that. And I bought some tins also for the first and the second prize at Livia's. And then I thought to myself, well, I'll order a lovely bag. So Door mij met liefde made this one, which I ordered. This was initially going to be the first prize, but when she posted this to me, it came with an extra gift, especially, well, I could keep it or use it for the giveaway. And she gifted me this large project bag with foxes on it. Hello, Jana. I'm sure you're going to try and win this one. And this is a large bag with foxes on it. And this will be the first prize. And of course, I am going to add some yarn, but said yarn will come from my stash. I have beautiful yarns in there, but I also know that some of those yarns I am never going to use or knit up. So they might need a new home, and I will in time decide which ones I will put with which prize. But that will be decided, and I won't spoil every surprise, I've already shown you now the bags and the little tins and pouch and so on and so forth. So those will be the prizes that you could win next January. And I will post anywhere in the world. You just need to know that I will not pay for tariffs or import stuff. You need to, if you want the prize and you know there are going to be extra costs, that's up to you. But otherwise, feel free, join along. My blanket is now in hibernation for a little bit because I find it too hot to knit on a blanket as of right now. So I think I'm done. I think I've talked long enough also, and I want to knit for now. So I am hoping you liked this little video again. Please leave a comment, please leave a like. You can't hide me because I don't make any money. I can't with the regulations here in the Netherlands. I have a chronic illness called multiple sclerosis. Anyway, it's a whole legal thing. I can't make any money with my videos, so I won't. That's why you can't hide me. That was what I was trying to say. So, see, I'm done. My mouth is done. My brain is done. Yes, I will see you next time. I'm not sure. I'm hoping to record one more episode before summer break. Yes, I will try to. Probably 4 weeks from now. We will see. And hopefully it won't be too hot. We will see. Okay. I'm talking nonsense right now. I will see you next time. Take care. Stay hydrated and enjoy your knitting. Bye-bye.